What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, and I'm coming to you with another video. This is about NBA 2K18's patch 7, and one of the most, I would say, high profile, I wouldn't use the word important, I'd say one of the most high profile changes in patch 7 is the updated hairstyles. So obviously this is all cosmetic, but hey, we'd be remiss not to mention the fact that Lonzo Ball's hairstyle has been updated in patch 7. As you can see, he has a new cropped hairstyle. He's probably got the haircut maybe about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, but it takes a little bit of time to get this stuff in, and I think 2K did a really good job with this. I mean, I thought that 2K's Lonzo Ball was pretty good to begin with. Now it's been updated, and that looks sharp too. On his team, actually, there's been two other guys who had updates as well. We got Brandon Ingram. Here he is, Brandon Ingram. Look, I never noticed they had the little blemish under his left eye. Oh, left eye. You know, I never noticed that. But they got him with the hairstyle here that has a little squares there. Kind of looks like a hood pinhead from Hellraiser. You know, like the pins are wet and noodle-like or something. You know, you see what I'm saying. You know, and then from this angle, his head looks like a prehistoric amphibian. I don't know, but you see it's updated. There it is. Let's move on. We got also Julius Randle. He's had his faux hawk or so something. This is for the entire season, and 2K is just now updating it, which is, you know, it happens. But the coloring here is a little odd. He looks like he's been at the sandbox and kids have been throwing pounds of sand in his hair. And Julius Randle's a pretty big dude. I don't think nobody's throwing nothing in his hair at the beach or the sandbox or whatever. But it's done. Let's look at the Celtics, because Aaron Baines has an updated hairstyle as well. He has a little samurai thing going on there. That's pretty. Aaron Baines is a big dude, man. I don't know if you've ever seen Aaron Baines. The fact that they got him listed as 6'10", 260, I truly believe that is a lie. Aaron Baines is massive, and I think his left shoulder weighs 260 pounds. So, yeah. Now I would be totally out of my mind if I didn't go here. He's hurt right now, but my dog D Rose has a new hairstyle. Take a look at it. I really don't like the way it looks, to be totally honest. It's cool that they updated it, but he looked like the Black Medusa or something, because if you look really good, look at this that I'm looking at here. Hair look like black string beans or something, and I don't know, or it's like a turban of braids or something. I don't know. It's weird, but they updated it. So, and Derrick Rose doesn't look too happy about it himself. Also, we got the Jazz. Ricky Rubio has an updated hairstyle as well. He's got the slick back Miami Vice kind of a thing going on. Hey, Ricky Rubio, baby. You know, he's got it going. You know what it is. So there were some other things that went on with the with this patch. So we'll talk about that. Now, I wrote this up for Forbes. As a matter of fact, I do believe I was probably the first person, you know, representing the publication or whatever, that had the official patch notes. So it was pretty cool. But the updated custom t-shirt kiosk is coming. You may or may not have noticed or read that some of the shirts were being pulled from the kiosk because people were creating t-shirts that carried real life brands on them. So some of these real life brands were sending, you know, messages to 2K like, hey, pull that stuff off. That's, you know, copyright infringement or what have you, and we're not being paid for the use of our logos. So the way that would work, right? Say for instance, I don't know, somebody wanted to make a Nestle Splash Water. Nestle Splash Water is actually pretty good. It has 0 calories per bottle, and it's so, yeah, and I've been trying to drink more water, but it's got a little of a sweetener to it. I think it's sweetened with stevia root. This is not a Nestle Splash commercial, I'm just trying to say. But say for instance somebody said, hey, we want to make a Nestle Splash t-shirt. And Nestle didn't collect a fee for 2K for them, or have any agreement set up for 2K to have Nestle Splash t-shirts or Nestle Splash, the use of the Nestle Splash logo in their game. So if it's being used, then Nestle's going to want to be compensated. So that's the deal with that. Also, we had Portland and San Antonio's courts have been updated to properly match their real-life counterparts. As we already talked about the hairstyles, there was a bug that was fixed where the number of timeouts left indication on the scoreboard was resetting between quarters. The current amount of VC is now being displayed at the end of Ante-Up games. There was a hang that was fixed, and it would occur when you were finishing a MyTEAM game with Spanish commentary enabled. The MyPLAYER theme song will now play during the starting lineups when one is set. I'm trying to figure out who in the world sent that in as is something they want to get changed. Somebody said, you know what they need to change? They need to make the MyPLAYER theme song play during the... Really? Somebody said that? Okay. Fixed an issue where players 96 overall or higher would hang when the opposing team quits out of an active Pro-Am team arena game. Also, when you lose a walk-on game, you will now be returned to the front of the walk-on building rather than at the starting point in the neighborhood. This made a lot of sense because, a lot of times you play a Pro-Am game, if you lose, you want to run right back, you want to get right back on the court. Well, 2K was sending you back home, Jack. They're like, look here, you lost, go home, player. You ain't got to, hey, get out. And that was kind of crazy. So if I want to play another game, I got to run around the corner. What? That don't make no sense, but that was what was going on, so I'm glad they made that change. Defensive settings panel for the OTFC will now function for AI players in Pro-Am games. And last but not least, there was they fixed an issue in MyGM, my league, where a trade that sent two-way players to a team whose roster is full can result in one or more of those players disappearing from the league. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, you trade a two-way player, they like, look here, dog, they gone. Don't ask where they at. They come up missing. They sleep with the fishes. They out of here, baby. So those things were fixed, which is good, right? So that's pretty much it. That was entailed in this particular update. I look forward to bringing you guys some more information. I'm kind of doing some different stuff. Trying to do some different stuff with YouTube, trying to incorporate more of the stuff that I'm writing about as well, and mixing in some gameplay in there as well. So it's all a work in progress. I haven't made any of these huge official announcements because I really don't know exactly all I'm doing yet. I'm talking about having like an intervention for my channel with the Czar and my man Books from the Sim Hangout. And if you don't watch the Sim Hangout, you should be watching it. It's on Friday nights. Click seeing around 9 p.m. Central Time. It's myself, it's the Czar, it is Books Nelson. We have Matt Miller on the show as well. We have a lot of other people who pop in here and there. It's an awesome time. So you should be watching that if you haven't been. Follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna basically begin to retweet the link all the time in case you guys are not aware of it. It's pretty cool. It's great. When we talk basketball, we talk life, we talk video games, we talk other sports. It's just great. So definitely tune in for that. But yeah, I'm thinking about having those guys have an intervention with me for my channel so we can get it some better direction. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. As always, God bless and peace.